Dominic Canzone is one of the hottest hitters in baseball right now, and he's joining me on the show. Plus, the Mariners have a solution for the 6 starting pitchers and only the 5 rotation spots. Guess what? Everyone is piggybacking. We'll break down why the Mariners are doing it, why some pitchers may not love it, and why I actually think it's a brilliant move. Plus, I answer your questions. Welcome to the Top Step. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Top Step. I'm Ryan Rowland-Smith, and this is your Mariners Weekly Show. Dominic Canzone joins me in just a few moments. He's having a huge season, but trust me, it wasn't easy getting here. He walks us back 12 months ago and walks us through the journey of getting back to the big leagues. And he also walks us through an at-bat pitch by pitch. It's one of my favorite of the season, how he dives into it and how the at-bat prior set it up. So that's coming up. If you haven't already joined, go join the Top Step community. Go to thetopstep.com. You can send me questions, join the mailing list, and follow us at the Top Step TV on Instagram and X. All right, the Mariners have officially decided they are moving away from the 6-man rotation, like we've seen, and everyone gets a turn at the piggyback. That's right, the piggyback is back. Now, you may not be thrilled with it because you've seen some of the reaction from players and some of the reaction from, obviously Bryce and Luis. But let's talk through it. On this week's Eyes on the M's, it's brought to you by King LASIK. Hey, mates, if you're ready from freedom from glasses and contacts, do what I did. Go to King LASIK. It was one of the best decisions I ever made. I was in and out in under 15 minutes. Dr. King is now performing RLE as well. So go to kinglasik.com, do a free Zoom consult. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. It changed mine after the glasses, contacts. I'm loving it. All right. So the Mariners have 6 legitimate Major League starters: Bryan Woo, Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, Luis Castillo, Bryce Miller, and of course, Emerson Hancock, who, by the way, is to blame for all this mess in the piggybacking. No, I'm kidding. And now the organization has decided, instead of the 6-man rotation, what we've seen lately, too many off days, they have now, all of a sudden, starters will occasionally have the shorter outing while another starter follows behind it, right? The piggyback system. Now, we've seen that before. People weren't happy with it. Obviously, the players were a little reacted to it a little bit. The Mariners even said they didn't communicate the best with it. Now, I had to take a step back being a former starting pitcher. I wouldn't love this. You feel like it's kind of a demotion because you want the ball every 5th day. You want your routine and you want your innings. And they definitely don't want someone warming up behind them in the 3rd inning, 4th inning and knowing they're going to get cut short. But let's look at the results. So since Bryce Miller returned to the rotation, the Mariners starters they rank 5th in Major League Baseball in ERA, right? So 3.59. So it hasn't affected them there. And the big one for me, they're 4th in innings pitched. And here's the interesting one. Everyone's average fastball velocity in this rotation, it's actually up, like more than a mile per hour compared to last season. Bryce Miller's velocity is significantly up because he's having, I'm telling you, this is the best I've seen. I've talked about that before. Several guys, are basically able to hold their stuff a little longer. Maybe it's because that extra day of rest. So when you look at the numbers, there isn't one obvious guy saying, well, that's the problem because of my routine. There isn't one starter who clearly needs to be protected, or there's one guy who has to be out there every 5th day. In fact, during the stretch, Bryan Woo he's at ERAs north of 6. George Kirby has been north of 5. So it's not something you can say this one guy has to piggyback, or this is the last man standing or the odd man out. No. I think this is something that potentially can help everyone in this rotation. And I think it's about preservation because we're getting to that point in the season where teams who are contenders start managing workloads. You see it everywhere, right? A starter throws 74 pitches or another guy gets pulled at 82. You sit there watching the game, wonder, hey, what happened? Like, is he injured? What's going on? Teams are preparing for October. Look, Garrett Crochet was very vocal about this with the Red Sox last year. The Dodgers do it all the time, by the way, because they have the depth. All these other teams have done it. The Braves have done it. Good teams think months ahead, not just days ahead, or not the fact that they have to all of a sudden, roll through this and just completely take control of a division. That's not the way it is. It's not winning 105 games anymore. They're now preserving a little bit for October. And that's exactly what I think the Mariners are doing at this point in the year. If everyone of these 6 starters can sacrifice one outing every few weeks, what does that buy you? It buys you an extra start in it buys you extra starts in September. It buys you freshness in October, guys who are fresh. It buys you a better chance of having Bryan Woo, George Kirby, and Logan Gilbert at full strength when the games actually matter the most. And remember, last year the Mariners were one game away from reaching the World Series. One game. Imagine having, first of all, every starter operating at max capacity. Imagine having Bryan Woo, who was pitching in that Game 7. Imagine having him able to finish off that inning and push through it. So it's not about June, July. I get it, about running away with the division. It's about October. So do pitchers love it? Probably not. Do I love it? For right now, I actually do. I kind of see the benefit in it because it's this time of year where pitchers start to take their foot off, their coaches start to take the foot off the gas just a little bit. Because the Mariners have something most teams would kill for. They've got starting pitching depth. Not just the extra guy can fill in. Emerson Hancock is not that guy anymore. He's above that. And instead of pretending 6 starters fit into 5 spots, they're trying to use that depth to create an advantage later in the year, like postseason baseball, not just the season we're talking about in August and September. So come mid-July, come mid-August, eventually you've got to put your foot on the gas. I get it. The best 5 probably need consistent turns. The rotation will naturally sort itself out. But for now, I think this is a smart play. The Mariners are betting a little discomfort today to create a big advantage later. And I think they're right. Let me know what you think, though. Hit me up at the Top Step TV. Is it driving you crazy? Do you like this idea? At Instagram, YouTube, over at X. That was Eyes on the M's, brought to you by King LASIK. And speaking of putting his foot on the gas, Dominic Canzone joins me next. Don't go anywhere.
See life better with perfect, clear, natural vision from King LASIK.
Being a former professional athlete, I still love staying active. From paddleboarding, snowboarding, even playing with the kids, everything was such a hassle dealing with glasses and contacts. I'm so grateful to Dr. King and King LASIK. It's amazing how much better I see life.
I'm Dr. Joseph King. Let's free your eyes from the hassle of glasses and dirty contacts.
Schedule your free consult at kinglasik.com. King LASIK. See life better.
It's the Got to Go used car sales event at the West Hills Autoplex June 19th through the 21st. Our beach party was such a success, we had too many trades and need to liquidate. Choose from our stock of almost 500 used vehicles. A test drive gets you a $10 Amazon gift card. Receive a $150 gas card with every purchase. And you have 90 days until your first payment. Get in and get your best deal at the West Hills Autoplex, just off the Auto Center Way exit, Highway 3 in Bremerton.
When a storm wreaks havoc on your home's electrical with the devastation of Jormungandr, summon the protective might of Hunt Services. Our legendary 5-point inspection with whole home surge protection will keep your home powered like a Hammer Mjolnir. Now only $349. Or let us inspect your outdated panel for safety hazards and get $500 off your new installation if needed. Get on the horn and call Hunt for your electrical inspection, whole home surge protection, or panel replacement today.
Olympic Hot Tub has terrific ways to achieve total wellness at home. Saltwater hot tubs, swim spas, saunas, and cold plunges, all waiting for you. See our current specials with exciting savings at olympichottub.com. Better you, better life. Olympic Hot Tub's mid-year clearance event is on. Score big savings on saltwater hot tubs, saunas, and swim spas. Hurry, our mid-year clearance and these incredible deals end June 30th. olympichottub.com. Better you, better life.
Welcome back to the Top Step. Dominic Canzone joins in just a moment. Before we get into it, look, Big Dumper Beer is back, a collaboration between Scuttlebutt Brewing and Cal Rawley himself, available at Scuttlebutt locations and retailers near you. Add this can to your collection. This is a cool one. I like this can a lot. Good to see Cal Rawley back. He was a big hero his first game back. Speaking of being a hero, let's head down to the field and get with Mariners' Dom Canzone. For the first time, Dom Canzone. Dom, how we doing, man?
Good, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Now, yesterday, before we were getting ready to sit down for this, I asked you, I said, give me an at-bat, maybe one from last year or one from this year, and you said, your memory's not that good.
No, it's not. Not the best memory.
Because you had some big hits towards the end of the year on that run. You were playing every day. You had a big second half. But speaking of that, I did want to bring this up because I was going through the archives last year, and this one stood out to me. Now, you did remember this one. This is you coming back. This is June 9th, right? Mm-hmm. Now, you hit a ball 451 feet in Detroit just the other day. And this is wild, dude. This is like literally nearly exactly a year ago. And this is you in Arizona, whack. That's 450 feet a year ago. And by the way, this is your first game back with the team June 9th. And there was this big reaction. Look at this reaction. Hang on, here we go. To the dugout. What was this right here? Tell me about that reaction real quick before we kick it off.
That's a blackout reaction. So I had no clue I even did it till probably after the game. So it was one of those things where you kind of like a out-of-body experience. And just made the most of it, and definitely a special moment.
That was huge, man. Are you looking at the dugout? Are you telling the dugout, hey, let's go, because you tied it up?
Yeah, let's go.
Or is there more to this, man? Former team, there's no hard feelings with the D-backs.
No. I love the D-backs. So many great people over there. So.
Right. Okay. So this is just that don't even know what you're doing. Just because I ask guys this all the time, like when they're rounding third base, like on a walk-off, and they're jumping in. Is there any like sort of premeditated? This is what I'm going to do as I'm rounding that base, coming home, grabbing the trident.
No, not at all. I mean that was just a special moment. It was just getting called up in that time frame. You're just not even sure if you're going to get another shot. We talked about that a little bit earlier, and with the trade deadline coming up as well, it was just you have no clue where your journey is going to take you. So just being able to get any type of opportunity again with the Mariners last year was a blessing, and made the most of it. And just happy to be with the club.
Well, speaking of that, you at spring training last year, I remember you get sent down out of camp, and at that point you must have been thinking, okay, where do I stand with this team, right? Like because it was crowded in the outfield. You had Victor Robles was coming, joined the team the year prior to that. At that point, leaving spring training, where was your head at with that? Were you thinking, man, like where do I fit in with this team?
A little bit, for sure. But at the same time, they gave me my opportunity the year and a half before that, so I just didn't quite do my job before that. So I just needed to figure out something in AAA, and I talked to Dan about this, just about just being in the right headspace and making the most of your opportunity in AAA, and just not being salty down there, because it's really easy to be salty and down there when you get sent down. So again, just trying to work on your skill set every single day and make most of every opportunity you get, whether it's in the show or in AAA.
It's so hard, man, not to be salty down there, because you're really good. You do get traded over from another team. Obviously, we talked about that with the D-backs. And you feel like, okay, well, the minute I get traded, all right, now I'm a little bit more of a priority. And then all of a sudden, you did come up for a couple days in April, really just a couple games. How hard is it then going right back down, thinking, man, okay.
Yeah, I mean, at least then I had an idea that it was kind of going to be quick. At least the second time I came up, I was, there were some guys in the aisle, so it was more of like, hey, this is my opportunity. Like, I need to produce right here and right now, or I may not be with this organization after this year. So just kind of the sense of urgency, and just trying to take advantage of the opportunities that we're given, because, again, you never know how the season's going to go. You never know what's going to happen with the organization, whether it's trades or guys going in the IL. So, again, you just have to always be ready.
What was the biggest, because you went off in the second half, man. It was so much fun to watch. Huge contributor to the Mariners getting back to winning the AL West. And it was the biggest thing that stood out to me, dude, you handled 2 strike counts. It was nuts. I was like, oh, he's in another 2 strike count, and then whack, you're doing damage. What was the biggest difference when you came back up for that second half from when we just saw that June 9th? What was different? Was it a mental thing, a physical thing, all of the above?
Pretty much 100% mental. It was just, I've talked about it a lot before, just the first time I really got to work with sites and mags. I mean, yes, spring training, you kind of talk with them and stuff like that, but again, like we talked about before, I wasn't a priority big league guy, so it's kind of hard, for them to really focus on me when I think everybody had an idea I wasn't going to start with the club. So really getting that everyday opportunity to work with them, and they just ingrained the middle of the field approach with me, and it's just taken off ever since, and just trying to keep it simple, because I can hit the ball hard, but I don't need to try to hit the ball hard. So it's one of those things where just staying behind it a little bit more.
Yeah, because you got some, I'm not going to say sneaky pop, dude. I mean, like I said, 450 feet back then, and we're going to go through some at-bats in just a second here in Detroit with that ball, and the camera couldn't even follow it, by the way, because we were doing the broadcast. They're like, is this camera going to stay with the ball? It was crushed. So when you say mental and you're talking about center of the field, like, what are some things, like, break that down. If you were talking to a kid, like, let's say you had a 17-year-old kid who, trying to get into a good college, or you're coaching them. Explain what that means.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things. It's keeping your body ready every single day, and for me, my approach pretty much every at bat, unless it's kind of a funky lefty or something like that, is trying to hit a homer to center. So just trying to hit the ball as hard as you can through the middle part of the field is, I think, just the most important general approach you can give young, youthful kids.
This segment of the Top Step is brought to you by Olympic Hot Tub, a daily soak in a saltwater hot spring spa, a swim in an endless pool swim spa, or a therapeutic session in a Tylo sauna. Always, Olympic Hot Tub can help you feel, live, and be better. Start today at olympichottub.com. Better you, better life. I want to walk through two of these at-bats that happened the other day, because you hit a double, and then straight away center, you stayed up in the middle of the field, and then the very next at-bat, you basically the same spot. Similar pitch? No, it was a change-up.
Change-up was the first one.
That's right.
And a heater was the second.
And, all right, so I want to go through this because you're facing Cato Montero right now. The change-up to me, looking through your numbers, I'm sure you already know this, but the change-up, they try and attack you with the change-up, right?
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah, so he's, in this at-bat, so the first pitch here, little curveball, right? Now, are you seeing that pretty early, that pitch, out of his hands?
That was first at-bat, yeah.
This is the first at-bat.
Especially with the guys on base, I mean, Luke and I get pitched very similarly, so it is very helpful that he hits in front of me, so I have an idea of what is kind of coming, especially with the guy on base. They're not going to just groove you a first pitch heater for a 2-run shot.
Right.
So I'm pretty confident that most of the time it's going to be a changeup or curveball. So
are you trying to sit on that pitch? Or are you waiting for him to
It
pop
kind
up
of
a
depends
heater?
how you're feeling. I mean, and if you've seen the pitcher before, maybe. Okay. But here I'm probably trying to see a heater up 1-0 in the count. So
all right, so 1-0. Here we go. Here's fastball, misses, and then we go. I think he has changeup right here.
That was a really good pitch. That's one of those ones where it's just like, good for him, good pitch.
Right. Okay.
I mean, just whatever.
But if someone that does that to you, because you got a change-up, Will Vest the night before was a change-up. If someone does that to you, are you in the back of your mind going, okay, now he's going to just try and attack me with that change-up. I have to try and stay on it, maybe hit the ball, give up on trying to drive a ball and hit the ball to left field with a change-up because that's all I'm going to get at that point?
No, it's funny because I was talking to Sites about this the other day. We've had this question a lot because Rayleigh and I do get a lot of off-speed, and you always have to be prepared for stupid. So we've talked about that a little bit. So still on the heater, that's what I do damage with. Right. A lot of people will be like, oh, like this is how the pitcher's pitching you. But also, what do you do the most damage with is you as a hitter. So try to still stick in with your strength. Still 2-1. Yeah. So
he goes 2-1. I'm trying to remember. I think this is. Ooh, just missed that.
Yeah. Still on the heater, but good spot. That's kind of where my cold zone is. Top right up there.
All right, so get your breaking ball, you stay on it, battle. All right, so that's a battle pitch. Now this one, this is where, by the way, I need to ask you this. Think of the challenges that, right? Challenge is this, and he's asking, what's he asking you right there?
He's just asking me if it's inside or not. I mean, I played with him at Ohio State, so we were.
Oh, no way.
We were messing around with each other a lot in the box, so that was a good time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do you get that? Like, do you interact with the catchers a lot? Are you one of those guys? Not really.
I mean, first about I'll always say like, "Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing?"
Gotcha.
Something short, but if it's
so you
Dingler,
know him well. All right, okay.
If it's
that
Dingler,
makes sense.
I'll mess with him.
I was watching. Like, what are they talking about right there in a spot like this? All right, so it's 2-2. Ball.
I was more just messing with like, no way you actually just challenged against you right here.
No way.
Yeah.
So 3-2. Are you sitting fastball right here, or are you like?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Just anything else.
All right. So changeup. That's pretty hittable.
Yeah. If he throws a good changeup and he gets you out 3-2, like you tip your cap. You can't cover everything. So.
All right. So So again, smashes it. Now this takes me. This is a much shorter at bat. So right here, are you thinking to yourself? You've seen Montero. You've hit a double off him. Stayed up the middle. Feeling confident with it. And then he goes, again, the same thing. He just misses with that big, you can see it out of his hand. All right.
Well, that's what, I mean, pitchers are trying to get that first free strike. So if he lands it, it's really good. But if he doesn't,
just tip your cap.
Yeah, then it's like, okay, you're in the driver's seat.
Okay, all right. And then he goes, oh, yeah, that's right. Whack. You take a big swing right there. Are you sitting fastball 1-0 in that situation?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. I'm fastball the whole entire at bat, I think, here.
Now, you mentioned the conversation with Sites. I was shocked when he threw your heater right here. Like, he tried to beat you.
Well, that's what I said before. Always be prepared for stupid sometimes. Right. Because what if they do throw it?
Dude, you murdered this ball, man. Yeah. Whack.
This ball is now watch this. By the way, the camera's following him. The ball is way up there, dude. Because we got another look at that. We're like, what? No, look, by the way, nothing against our camera guys at all. But dude, ball was smoked. So as soon as it leaves his hand, you've just got that feeling. You've got that. By the way, I've asked you about this before with your leg kick. You've kind of gone back and forth with the leg kick. Talk to me about that.
When I'm at my best, I feel like I have a controlled leg kick. But sometimes, kind of like we've talked about before, if there's like a bunch of lefties that I've thrown in a row and my timing's a little off, my leg kick will be like super long, and I
so you're comfortable going in between, like going back and forth. Okay.
Almost like a toe tap hybrid. Almost.
Gotcha. Okay. So. All right. Did you know it was 450 feet at that point?
No,
Did you know you smashed it?
It was tough there because it is so deep out there, and I thought I got the at bat before and hit the wall. So I was like, all right, I got to at least dig a little bit.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, here we go. Here's just a quick side angle. Whack! Crushed it right away. Dropping your head. Do you ever think about just standing there watching it? I mean, you had that big reaction on June 9th, but
oh man, that was a little tougher there because it was getting the emotions were getting the best of everyone, and
That's true. That
could have been an easy get drilled day if I would have stood on that one. So I was going to get out of the box that day just so I didn't get drilled.
My grandfather, Maurice Nieder, lived in Belgium during World War II and was desperate to escape Hitler's invasion. Using his gold coin collection, Maurice negotiated safe passage to America on a clipper ship for him and his family. My name is Charles Nieder. We've owned Bayside Coin and Jewelry for over 33 years. As one of just a few gold buyers in the state, recommended by the U.S. Mint, you can trust us to buy or sell your gold and silver.
Visit Bayside Coin and Jewelry in Bellingham.
Olympic Hot Tub has terrific ways to achieve total wellness at home. Saltwater hot tubs, swim spas, saunas, and cold plunges, all waiting for you. See our current specials with exciting savings at olympichottub.com. Better you, better life. Olympic Hot Tub's mid-year clearance event is on. Score big savings on saltwater hot tubs, saunas, and swim spas. Hurry, our mid-year clearance and these incredible deals end June 30th. olympichottub.com. Better you, better life.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
Enjoy life without glasses or readers. Schedule your free Zoom consult now.
After 150,000 procedures, our team has the experience to tell you if it's your right time for K2 Vision RLE.
K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
When a storm wreaks havoc on your home's electrical with the devastation of Jormungandr, summon the protective might of Hunt Services. Our legendary 5-point inspection with whole home surge protection will keep your home powered like a Hammer Mjolnir. Now only $349. Or let us inspect your outdated panel for safety hazards and get $500 off your new installation if needed. Get on the horn and call Hunt for your electrical inspection, whole home surge protection, or panel replacement today.
Welcome back to the Top Step. Special thanks to Dominic Canzone. By the way, first time I've actually sat down and had a really good chat with him. Legend, I'm so happy for him, man, hearing everything he went through. Okay, it is time for Get on the Horn, brought to you by Hunt Services. You've got a plumbing problem, get on the horn and call Hunt today. This is your segment. You can send me in the questions. We'll break it down right here on the show, or I will get back to you personally from the topstep.com. This week's question comes from Miles. Is it time to start talking about or getting really excited about Colt Emerson as the American League Rookie of the Year? You're darn right it is. Nope, that's what Miles said, not me. Now, he's got some competition, man. I love what Colt Emerson is doing. I've said it multiple times. He's been on the show. Go check out the episode. He's a legend. You've got some stiff competition in the American League. You could go Murakami with the White Sox. He's hit 20 home runs. I know he's on the IL right now, but if he hits 30 home runs, can you deny that? You got Akamoto, who's got 15. He's with the Blue Jays, a couple of Japanese players. Basayo, who we just saw with the Baltimore Orioles. Dude, he's got like 5th in extra base hits. I'm reading down the list here. Okay, so Colt is 3rd in OPS. He's 13th in RBI. Still hasn't had the same amount of at-bats, so he'll start stacking up. He's 10th in WAR, by the way. So 10th in WAR right now with American League rookies all over the place. But you got Tristan Peters with the White Sox. You got Kevin McGonigal. He's leading all rookies in WAR as well, wins above replacement. And you can't move away from Travis Bazzana, my fellow Aussie. Travis Bazzana, Next Gen Baseball's supreme alumni. He's up there too. He's up in some categories. So yes, Colt Emerson, if he starts to, not start, he's already doing it, but he's having a really good start to his career. But if he starts piling up some of these power numbers, I think, man, he's in a real big running. He's just behind a little bit on some of the plate appearances to Murakami Okamoto. Murakami obviously starting the season, but he's on the IL. He could. He's top 10 in some categories, but there is some serious competition, Miles. That was Get on the Horn, brought to you by Hunt Services. Got a plumbing problem? Go to Hunt Services. If you've got a question for me, go to thetopstep.com. You can become a Top Step insider. You can drop your questions on the website, and I'll get back to you either directly or answer right here on the show. All right, special thanks to Dominic Canzone. Special thanks to all of you for tuning in. We'll catch you next week right here on the Top Step.